Brahma in the kind of Hindu trinity, you have Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Now, as I said before, I believe not all yogis are Hindus and not all Hindus are yogis, but there are some parallels or some of the teachings that are adopted within the yoga system as well. And this kind of this triadic god head, this deity head, if you like, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Brahmacharya then literally means to kind of to follow God, and Brahma is the kind of creative essence of God. That we in our bodies, it's often sort of classed as metaphorically, that we have in the pelvic region, we have the Brahma region, this creative vital force that exists in the pelvic region. In the kind of torso region, we have the Vishnu aspect, the Vishnu Godhead, metaphorically again. And this is, Vishnu is the preserver, that which maintains, that which preserves, that which looks after. And this is obviously our kind of digestive organs, our respiratory system and the likes of this. Then above this, you have Shiva. And Shiva, as we have the polarity of godheads, if you like, in the tantric system as well, they adopt this of Shiva and Shakti. Shiva being the masculine principle, Shakti being the feminine principle. Both of these are non-gender specific. So we all have Shiva in us, we all have Shakti in us, and we all have, non-dependent on one's gender. These forces here, these Brahma forces, and Charya kind of means to follow. So it's like to follow that creative energy, to follow that Brahma force. That really is what Brahmacharya kind of boils down to essentially. But it's often been just the classical translation as a whole, really often just means sexual continence or sexual abstinence. A juicy topic indeed. As I said, there are many systems, esoteric and exoteric systems. Esoteric, just to simplify, are teachings that would be classed for more so, or not for the kind of general public. They would be potentially classed as more potent teachings, and exoteric teachings, let's say most forms of contemporary religion, are exoteric, designed for the masses. So it'd be quite easy to live your normal everyday to-day life whilst practicing their form of awakening process. Yes, they all want to jump into bed with us, to put no finer point on it and question what we are doing with these vital energies. And this Brahma energy, this creative force, and we could say it's very much associated with the Muladhara and Svadhisthana chakra. Now, hopefully at this point you've perhaps starting to understand some of the concepts to do with the chakras, Muladhara and Svadhisthana chakra. Muladhara chakra being the body's battery, Svadhisthana chakra being this place of creativity, you know, variety is the spice of life, of imagination, of, yeah, that creative spark, of the ability to create artistic works, musical works, imaginative concepts, you name it. This is at the level of Svadhisthana chakra. And if you look at, you know, Brahma, this Brahma force, and this is what they say, which is what created the universe, this Brahma energy, this kind of unconditional yes to all things. Now, if we look at, you know, the infinite possibility of tapping into this kind of energy, this Brahma force, you know, if we look at the wonderful world that we live in, the sun, which is being wonderful in my eyes at this moment in time, you know, it's not just one bird, there's not just one kind of bee to pollinate all flowers, there's not just one kind of flower, it's not just, you know, like we live in an infinite tapestry of incredible creativity. You know, if you look at the world all around us, you know, tune into, you know, any David Attenborough program and you can see Brahma energy at its finest, going deep into the jungle, looking at all of these different birds of paradise and all of these wonderful insects and things like this. This tuning into this is where we see that kind of infinite potential of that Brahma force, that Brahma creative possibility.